Hey guys, it is Tuesday here in West Virginia, and I'm getting a late start for our Mopar Monday. As I mentioned in yesterday's video, I did for Monday. It's kind of a partial Mopar Monday. There were a couple of not pre-restoration barn find Mopars in that video, but there were also Chevy and Ford. So anyways, today we're sticking with all Mopar, and we're going back to my favorite diorama, my car dealership. And I don't remember the last time we were here, if you guys had seen everything with the chain rope fence I put in the front of this, I should say. It may have been here when I did the 3D printed parts video about a week or two ago. But anyways, if not, that was kind of like the final touch. It's kind of a rough first attempt, so I may redo it in a week or two and see if I can do it a little bit better. I'm happy with the way that one turned out, but there are like a couple poles that are a little bit too tall. They could use to be knocked down a bit and get it more true to scale. So I'm going to work on that maybe on the next one. Today, what we're taking a look at, though, are two beautiful older releases from M2 machines. And as you can see, we have a couple of vacant spots. The ramp, the dealer wedge is empty, and the spot back there is empty. So you may have seen these cars already in past videos, but I never got to do a full video on just them and do an unboxing. And these are really beautiful cars. They're from the older M2 releases. This is going to be Detroit Muscle release 10 and 11, so that's from a long time ago, back in I think like 2010 2011 era. So when M2 was just launching, I think they came out in 08 09, something like that. But anyways, we'll start. Okay, that's 11. So let's start with 10. And this is a very beautiful first-gen Charger done in a dark metallic blue with a black interior and a Hemi under the hood. And it has color-matched steel rims with dog dish poverty caps on it. Very beautiful car. And I'm usually not a big first gen fan. I only have one other one besides this, and it's from M2 also, because M2 makes the best one out of their competitors. I think Johnny Lightning makes a first gen Charger, and Hot Wheels does, but I don't think any of the hiring companies like Greenlight or Auto World, none of them make one. Just Johnny Lightning, and I'm not sure how Johnny Lightning holds up by the size. That's the bad thing. Johnny Lightning makes some beautiful, beautiful cars, but sometimes they're a little bit too small. Rarely are they too big or just right. They're usually too small. But anyways, this M2 first gen Charger is pretty much spot on for 1/64th. And this is one of the original old blister pack releases, and it doesn't have the cube cover. It's just the base for the display case. They didn't start putting the whole display case in these until just a couple years ago, I believe. And this is when they still had like release 10 and told you what came in the lineup. This is really cool. They have pretty much everything is Mopar. It was a 66 Dodge Charger Hemi, a 69 Dodge Charger Daytona Hemi, 69 Plymouth Hemi Roadrunner, a 70 Dodge Super Bee Hemi, a 71 Dodge Charger Super Bee Hemi, and a 71 Plymouth Hemi Cuda. So yeah, it was a whole Mopar Detroit Muscle release. Pretty cool release then. So I cut around the back here so I can pull it apart here and get him out. Let me take this off camera so I can get him out for you. And as I said, I opened this car prior, maybe, I don't know, I probably had him for a month or so. And the paint on the scene is spectacular. Beautiful, light metallic, in this dark blue. Beautiful. Nicely done interior. I think even the console had wood grain on it because I had to take this car apart, unfortunately, and I'll tell you why. Usually on these old releases they had that plastic PVC piece that holds the hood open, and one of the doors would be propped open, and it would be the passenger side. That's why you have this groove here to kind of hold the door from going closed when it is in transit to the store. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and take him back off this base and take a look at him. And this car, I was like praising it, how clean it was, how beautiful it looked, everything. It even rolls beautifully. And there's no paint rash, no paint bubbles from age, nothing like that. Very beautiful car. And the detail is spectacular on this thing. M2 does knock it out of the park when it comes to this first gen Charger. The only downside was when I went to close the passenger door, I should have pushed from up here where the hinge is. I wasn't thinking and got careless and pushed it shut with this edge, and it probably should have shut good without any problem. But what happened, it broke the door right off the hinge. The hinge has like, I don't know if it's like an epoxy that holds it to the hinge, or it's just a little tiny weld or something. But yeah, it was bad. So what I did is I got it lined back up on the hinge and used some super glue, glued it to the hinge, and I also reinforced it by putting a little bit of glue in the door jamb, so this door over here no longer opens, and if it does, it's probably going to fall off. So that's just giving you guys a tip. If you have some older releases, or even probably newer releases, especially newer releases, because the quality control is less than what it was when they first came out, be careful in closing the doors, because it did bust right off the hinge, and nothing like broke. It just, the glue, the weld, whatever it was, came loose, so I had to reattach it. But I'm fine with no opening doors. I prefer that they don't have opening doors because the body lines are better. But on this release, the body lines and gaps are perfect, as you can see. Under the hood, it's beautifully done. Very nice detail. As I said, this is one of my favorite M2s that I have in my collection, and I'm not even a first gen Charger fan. I'm more of a third gen fan, but this thing is beautiful. And his place is back here in the back roll, next to the 68 Charger. And then next we have the Release 11, and another beauty. This is a 1970 Dodge Super Bee. I think it's supposed to be like a 383 car in red with a white tail stripe, white top, and a white interior. Beautiful color combination. That's why I had to have this one. And at the same time I ordered these two, I ordered the black 71 Cuda that was like a quad black. It had black paint, black interior, a black top, and black billboards. And I was so excited to get this. And when it got here, the paint was bad. It had paint rash all over it. I had to send it back. Luckily, the seller was understanding, and he took it right back. But I buy a lot of stuff from him, so probably that's why he was so understanding with the return. But these two, though, look fantastic. Let's go ahead and get this opened up. Same thing, cut around the back, make it like a door to get out. And then they have these little PVC backings they put in there to help hold it from flopping around in this package, because once again, they did not have the domes on the display base back then. So here you have your 1970 Dodge Super Bee, and I only have two of these guys, and the other one, knocked over one of my light poles, is this blue one. This is another fine example of this car, done up in a different way. It has the Mopar rallies on it, and it has the white, like, I don't know what you want to call that, like a C stripe kind of thing on the quarter. This has your back tail stripe, and I just knocked over everything on the front of the diorama. Oops. Well, probably it was going to happen when I put this guy on the dealer wedge. But let's go ahead and take him off. And this guy is almost 100% flawless. like the blue first gen Charger. As you can see, it's very nicely done. This has a different hood. This has the Super B hood on it. The other Super B had the twin scoops that you could also get on the A body. But this thing's beautifully done. Chrome, the tail panel, chrome tips. Very nicely done car. There's just a little bit of paint rash somewhere back here. I can't even find it now. Now, right here. But besides that, the car is beautiful. I guess it's just a thing with black, because I noticed that with some of my black chase cars I picked up in the Philippines, that they had a tendency to have paint rash and bubbles. But yeah, I was unfortunate about the CUDA. But anyways, guys, that's it for today. And we'll be back again on Friday to do a Free It Friday. Not 100% sure what we're going to have in store for you, but it'll be something cool. We may pick up something new from Walmart this week. I don't know. Last week we got lucky and got the Auto Figs Series 1 and unboxed all those for you guys. So maybe something else will spontaneously pop up for us. If not, we always have something to show you. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you again on Friday.